A very warm welcome to our end of week news bulletin. My name is Sergeant Patience Asambu. The Kdf Weekly Bulletin is a show to keep you updated on events undertaken by the Ministry of Defense over the week. In today's bulletin, leveraging partnerships to enhance Kdf families, enhancing defense diplomacy, securing the Boni Enclave, the East African Community Armed Forces Command Post exercise underway in Rwanda. The Military Wives Association of Kenya, also known as MWAC, in partnership with Family Bank Group, attended the graduation of 51 students from military families held at the Ulinzi Sports Complex, Lang'ata, here in Nairobi. The graduates, who are recipients of a Family Bank sponsorship and training, were awarded with certificates and toolkits after 3 months of training. The training equipped students with necessary skills in plumbing and electrical work, preparing them for both the local and global market.
Two things that will make you excel. One is commitment to what you are doing. Everybody will succeed when they are committed. The four presenters who presented showed a very high level of commitment. Secondly is integrity. When you tell somebody you are going to go and repair their equipment at 4 o'clock, unasikia? Saa 10. 5 minutes to saa 10 uwe kwa milango. Okay? If you need more time, tell them I need more time.
In his remarks, General Francis Ogola, Chief of the Defense Forces, applauded the MWAC leadership for coming up with the worthy initiative and promised his unwavering support to the association. He asked the graduates to observe commitment and high level of integrity as they put into practice the skills they had acquired. He also appreciated the MWAC efforts in improving the welfare of all KDF families. During the graduation ceremony, Dr. Wilfred Kiboro, Family Bank chairperson, assured MWAC of enduring collaboration.
So I just want to say that on behalf of Family Bank, we are very supportive of Family Group Foundation because of all the things they are doing, because they are really making a real difference.
He emphasized on the role its members play in supporting their husbands so they can serve the country better, knowing that their families are well taken care of.
In defense diplomacy this week, Honorable Aden Duale, the Cabinet Secretary for Defense, separately hosted a delegation from the Indian Navy and the Egyptian ambassador to Kenya. During the bilateral discussions with the Egyptian ambassador to Kenya, His Excellency Wael Nasser Attier, Honorable Duale observed that Kenya and Egypt enjoy strong bilateral relations dating back to Kenya's pre-independence. While engaging the Indian delegation led by the Deputy Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Sanjay Mahindra, and the Indian High Commissioner to Kenya, Her Excellency Ms. Namgya Kampa, Honorable Duale indicated that a partnership in shipbuilding between Kenya Shipyards Limited and Goa Shipyard Limited from India is a framework for cooperation to harness the blue economy. Take a look.
Have you ever visited Egypt?
Yes, yes.
The Cabinet Secretary maintained that there exists huge potential of collaboration with Egypt in the defense industry, peace support operations, border security, maritime security, defense research and development, counterterrorism and violent extremism, as well as the exploitation of the blue economy, among others. In his meeting with the Indian Navy delegation, the CS observed that there are possible opportunities of collaboration in the space sector between the Kenya Space Agency and the India Space Research Organization. He reiterated that Kenya recognizes that India was helpful in setting up of the Defense Forces food processing factory at Gilgil in Nakuru County. The factory has been producing dehydrated vegetables that have a longer shelf life.
General Francis Ogola, the Chief of Defense Forces, today visited Mariakani Garrison and the Kenyan Navy base Mutongwe in Mombasa. The visits by the CDF are essential in maintaining a strong military morale and fostering a sense of unity and purpose among the personnel. At the Kenyan Navy base, the CDF inspected a guard of honor mounted by the Kenya Navy troops and thereafter laid a wreath of flowers at the monument of the fallen soldiers. During the visit, the CDF paid a courtesy call to Major General Jimson Mutai, Commander Kenya Navy, and was appraised on the operations and capabilities of the Kenya Navy in ensuring security in our maritime borders and the strategic priorities in the fight against terrorism. The Deputy Army Commander, Major General David Tarus, earlier this week visited Kenya Defence Forces Quick Reaction Force and Kenya Signals Company. The troops have entered the homestretch phase of their pre-deployment training and will soon deploy under the United Nations Organization Stabilization Mission in the Democratic Republic of Congo, also known as MONUSCO. The Quick Reaction Force and Kenya Signals Company will be the third and second contingents to deploy to DRC and MONUSCO respectively. Here's more on this story.
In his opening address, Major General Tarus commended the troops for their dedication and commitment in undertaking the rigorous pre-deployment training that is geared towards preparing them for the mission. The Deputy Army Commander further urged the soldiers to be good ambassadors of Kenya by hoisting the Kenyan flag high through upholding professionalism, discipline, high sense of integrity, and adhering to the United Nations Code of Conduct.
So as you prepare to go to DR Congo, mjue mtakuwa ambassadors yetu. Anything you do pale ni Kenya wamefanya. Sio ati fulani ati by name, no. It is the flag of our country.
During the visit, the troops demonstrated impeccable skills in conducting various drills like ambushes and crowd control, among others.
Moving on across the region, where the Kenya Defence Forces contingent joined their counterparts from other East African countries in the community's Armed Forces Command Post exercise in Rwanda. The 12-day joint exercise, dubbed Ushirikiano Imara 2023, is in accordance with the Protocol on Cooperation in Defense Affairs and pursuant to the East African Community Defense Sector calendar of activities for the period June to December 2022. It aims at enhancing the partner states' armed forces, police, civilian components, and other stakeholders' readiness and interoperability in responding to complex and multi-dimensional security challenges. Exercise Ushirikiano Imara 2023 is being held at the Rwandan Defense Forces Command and Staff College in Musanze, Rwanda.
In his address to the participants, East African Community Secretary General, Honorable Dr. Peter Mathuki, through Major General Ali Katimbe, emphasized the need to foster cooperation among the East African Community member states through the military exercise. He further assured them of East African Community's continued commitment to consistently raise the training standards of the exercises. He further said it will contribute to the overall capacity and performance of the regional defense forces in adapting to the ever-changing technological advances and tackling the dynamic security challenges.
Mr. Patrick Marero, the Principal Secretary for Defense, presided over the opening ceremony of a workshop for civilian medical consultants and medical officers working at various hospitals in the Ministry of Defense. The workshop that was held at the International Peace Support Training Center in Karen focused on putting critical aspects of the ministry's work culture into perspective and strengthening their knowledge of the ministry and that of the defense forces. The doctors are part of the first cohort of civilian personnel employed by the Ministry of Defense in 2021 to expand and complement the ministry's medical staff, whose majority have been military personnel. Here's more on the story.
In his remarks, the PS acknowledged the synergy that the doctors had provided to assist the ministry present a professional and highly skilled workforce. In his address to the medics, Major General Dr. George Nganga, Director of Medical Services, encouraged them to give their best in the provision of medical services to the Kenya Defence Forces personnel and their families. He thanked the Ministry of Defence for coordinating the Public Service Commission to deploy civilian medics to augment KDF medical personnel. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Lillian Zavi, the Director of Human Resource Management and Development, urged the medics to serve with dedication and passion in the areas of deployment.
Brigadier David Chesire, the 8th Brigade Commander, accompanied by Brigadier Mboya Mwenga, Artillery Brigade Commander, and Colonel Joel Tanui, Commander Operation Amani Boni, visited troops deployed under the operation in Lamu County. The visit by the commanders served to inspire and motivate the troops while acknowledging their pivotal role in ensuring the safety and security of the region. During the visit, the commanders engaged troops in Witu, Nkunumbi, and the General Service Unit in Pandanguo. Take a look.
Brigadier Chesire's visit to the various forward operation bases provided an opportunity to directly connect with the Operation Amani Boni troops. In his address, he emphasized the importance of their dedication to protecting the sovereignty of the country. He highlighted the significance of fostering community bonds through civil-military cooperation and key leadership engagements, as these elements contribute to the overall success of operations. Brigadier Mwenga echoed the sentiments of the 8th Brigade Commander and commended the multi-agency approach employed to combat insecurity in the region. He expressed appreciation for the troops, emphasizing on the importance of professionalism in fostering a positive and collaborative working environment.
Thank you for watching. We look forward to your feedback via our official social media handles and your viewership next Friday for the KDF Weekly Bulletin. My name is Sergeant Patience Asambu. Goodbye.